Greetings, this is SkySaunders saying, what's current? Back in the saddle again. Ready to ride this pony all the way to the finish line. Ready to do the damn thing. Alright, first I gotta say who advertised and sponsors this show. LifeStrongApparel.com. There you can find fitness gear, fruit-infused sea moss like elderberry, soursop, pineapple, mango, and blueberry. The blueberry is excellent. I've tried it myself. I recommend it. And if you make these purchases, you can go put in the code for SKYLER10, Skyler10 at the checkout, and you get 10% off your purchases. So make sure you go over to LifeStrongApparel.com today. All right, what are we talking about now? What's going on now? Niggas is squashing the beef? Is that what's really hood? Oh, we get previously Young Thug had said, we all brothers, we gotta collab, we gotta, get together and everything, all family, it's all good. Okay, but it seems as though Future and Drake have squashed their differences, have set aside, their various problems with each other, have buried the proverbial hatchet. But why? What? Keep on, keep doing it. Milk that puppy. Milk that puppy dry. Like, seriously, just keep going at each other and sneak dissing and, super, blatant or indirectly, just have all kinds of things set up for each other because that's what keeps the game going. What do you think Kendrick Lamar is doing the Super Bowl for? They not like us. They not like us. That catapulted that nigga into the stratosphere. He was already in the atmosphere. He was already in, like one of the layers of the atmosphere that was lower than the stratosphere. He zoomed in the stratosphere against Drake. So why can't Future? So are Future and Kendrick now, are they going to be a problem? And is Metro Boomin going to be cool with Future now? Because I don't think Metro Boomin is going to be cool with Drake. We'll see. We got King on the check-in. Yo, Skyler, peace up. Salute to you. Salute, King. Make sure you hand in that $10 donation. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I'll let you know exactly what you want if you're serious. I'll let you know exactly what they are. But oh my gosh. Hi from Omar Barrios. What's up? What's up? What's up? Kendall, Jesus loves me. No, Jesus hates my black ass. As August Wilson once said in a play. God don't love you. God hates your black ass. He hates you with all the fury in his belly. He said, nigga, God can kiss my ass. I said, God damn. That's some hard bars. You have to read that. You have to read the play or watch the play. I suggest you watch the play. I've never seen a production that strong before in my life. Just to have a male character say, God can kiss my ass like that. That was strong. But, something happens later in the movie, so it's a little crazy. Thank you for the subscription, Barrios. Omar Barrios, I appreciate that. Thank you for the subscription. Salute to you. If you're serious, you can also hit my PayPal, my Venmo, and my Cash App. Just let me know, and I'll give you the details. Wait, who is? I'm a Fury? Are you saying you're a fairy or I'm not sure what a Fury is. I'm stupid. I'm slow. I'm not sure what a Fury is. But anyway, it's showing that Future and Drake, according to Elliott Wilson, legendary columnist and journalist in the game behind XXL, I think HipHopDX, various other ones. Who is this? Hold on. Nick 32, loser. All right, we got it. It's a Friday. I'm just messing around. I'm just having fun. It's Friday. So we got a troll. So we gotta let the troll troll. Get your troll on, Nick32. Do what you gotta do. I'm a born winner. Been winning ever since June 21st, 1988. You know, I've been winning, and everything I do, everywhere I go, I leave my mark. Ian Oxa Ray Oaks. I'm gonna just call you Ray. 1, salute. You know that this dude behind you. Well, that's just me and my terrible lighting situation. I have a terrible lighting situation. I don't know how to make it the lighting get better and have a better situation. So it's just me and my shadow. See? It's just me and my shadow. Always behind me. So yeah, that's just my terrible lighting setup. But that's why I'm trying to do these videos, trying to do grassroots from the ground up, get this money so I can make this show better. That's what I want to do. But anyway, so Future is a rapper I never really liked. I don't really like him as a rapper, singer. Yeah, he just doesn't do anything. He's a good songwriter. He's a songwriter. He reminds me of like a female Missy almost, or something like that. They don't really have bars. They don't really have charisma, or the Riz as the kids call it nowadays. It's just he doesn't get me. But Drake, he's got writers. He's got writers, but he has the delivery. He knows how to say the words and stretch them out, and say different things that correspond to the rhythm of the beat and stuff like that. So I have to give that to Drake. I do like Drake's music more than Future. Let me see. No, we see some dude behind you. That's just a shadow. Wrong name. Real name is Ion Oxa. Okay, I'm gonna call you Ion then. Why is your shadow moving when you still? Well, I can't explain that. I think wait a minute. Physics. Somebody's got me. I'm just having fun. I'm just playing. It's Friday. It's a get money Friday. I'm getting money out here. I was up to 10 people. It was a party. It's down to 4 people. Not so much of a party, but that's cool too. I'm going in on Future and Drake. No, they should have continued their beef. They continue to beef like Metro Boomin's continuing his beef allegedly and supposedly with Drake. They're not going to be friends again, I don't think. Future and Drake might be friends again. They might be. They're that tight. And then they were loose. They were uncool with each other. They weren't on the same page. But according to Elliott Wilson, he heard our phone conversation between the two big megastars, and he put it all together and he said, you know what? It looks like they're not going to be, beefing anymore. And it's partially due to Young Thug's previously saying, we're all brothers, BRUDDAS. And it'd be, I'm just paraphrasing now. It'd be better if we collab together, or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing, but that's essentially the gist of what he was saying. Hi, Naska Franklin, and I pronounced your name right. Is it Naska or Niska? Iron, anyone leave? Yeah, a few people. One person at least. Are you talking about this live? Yeah, but yeah. So Elliott Wilson reveals Drake and Future have officially settled their differences. So Elliott Wilson, a matador in the game, one of the head figures, one of the key figures in all of hip hop right now. He's responsible for so many different publications and different things like that. So we have to give him his due and his props. He would, if he knows about it, he would know. He would be the first to know, because he's done this before. He did this with Drake and Jay-Z back in what was this? This may have been a decade ago, some time ago. I'll just say some time ago when Jay-Z and Drake were beefing, and or had a tension or misunderstanding. I keep saying beef, and it's really just a feud. It's tension, feud, and or misunderstanding. So Uh, here's what it says. Here's the exact quote from Young Thug. This is last month. He says, Drake, Future, Metro Boomin, we all brothers. Music ain't the same without us collabing. The post read. That was last month. And then with him freed, it's like, all right, so you're on probation for 15 years. If you ever step foot in Atlanta, you're gonna go to jail. You're going back to prison. So that's just the reality of this whole thing. Let me see. So they were on Metro Boomin and Future created the album "We Don't Trust You," and it had like back-to-back songs. And the song with Kendrick Lamar, like that. That's what sparked the tension with Drake. He was saying that was part of the thing. But my question is, why don't they just continue to beef? Just continue to feud. Just I don't mean to say beef. I mean to say feud. Have tension. Have a misunderstanding. That's what make this thing hype. That's what control. That's the cliche. It's like oh man, battles. That's what fuels hip hop. That fuels hip hop. That keeps it going. But it's true. I mean that's the thing with cliches. This is facts. It's true. Do zero people what? I don't know what you're talking about, Ian. I don't know what you're saying. But anyway, people are lining up to see, the reconciliation of Future and Drake when there will never be a reconciliation that I can see on my radar of 50 Cent and Ja Rule, 50 Cent and Rick Ross, 50 Cent and 50 Cent and Fat Joe. 50 got a lot of attention. He made a lot of attention in this game. That's why I like him. He keeps things going. He'll keep a feud, a misunderstanding going. What are you kidding about? I don't even know I don't even know these are jokes. What is this, Ian? Where are you going? It's right now. It's 0 people in here right now. It was up to 10. Now it's down to 0. I can't explain it. There's no explaining this algorithm. This algorithm is God. So you have to explain that. But they could potentially reconcile. And that's what it's saying in this article. They're saying, fortunately, it looks like there may not be off the. It looks like that may not be off the table. The debate whether or not they should, or most agreed they'd love to hear them team up again. That still may not be off the table. So we have to really look at that. We have to understand it. All right, who is this? Okay, you're back to high. Okay. A little goofy tonight, but it's Friday. I don't care. It's Friday. I'm getting money from my articles, from my stories. I'm getting money from this. I'm not mad. I got money, from the government. Feeling good. Feeling happy. Feeling all right. From the screen to the ring, to the pen to the king. Okay. I see where you're going. I'm not sure whose lines those were. But I just want to see him feud forever. Just like have a forever feud. Like 50 and Ja Rule. Have that forever feud. That's really beef in a sense, really, because that's something that's a little more hectic. That's KSI song? I don't know who KSI is. I love KSI. I'm going to have to look up KSI now. Who's KSI? What is this? KSI. So he's a boxer. His name is JJ, right? Who's it? KSI. JJ Olatani. Okay. Tunji. Excuse me. 24.1 million subscribers. I would like him too. 41.63 million subscribers combined. Total views 6 billion. Main channel 10.61 billion combined. God damn, that nigga got crazy money. that nigga got at least $6-7 million off of YouTube. Easy. At least. Maybe even 10 million. So salute to him. Salute to his success. I have to listen to him and see how he sounds like. But I got 3 people in here with 3 likes. I'm not mad. Yeah, I know. 2 people. Yeah, exactly. That's the difference between me and KSI. He's got like 300 million people in his live, probably. He's got a whole country in his lives. I never even heard it. See, that's why I love this show. I love my show. I get to learn. I never even heard this guy. He's got all these different views. Lives in London. YouTuber, streamer, rapper, influencer, boxer, actor. All the ers. He's an creator. This is pretty extensive. Good God. That's a long article. So, very interesting. YouTube subscriber with his favorite word. Bussy. That's his favorite word. That's thank you for being in here, YouTube subscriber. I appreciate your viewership. Yep, see, he's got the salute. Salute to you, sir. I'm just trying to say Future and Drake need to have a feud continuing. They need to continue their feud all the way to the sunsets, to the cows come home, to the sun rises. They need to have a feud and a misunderstanding between them. It makes the game interesting. Like I said before, I said this a long time ago. I said when it first happened, Drake and Kendrick are going to get together again. They're going to collab on something. It's going to be another... You know, that's what's probably going to happen at the at the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to predict like I don't have my tinfoil trilby on, but I can just imagine that Drake comes out, that Kendrick Lamar brings Drake out to do Poetic Justice. That's just me. I think that's going to happen. It may not happen, but I think he's going to do something like that, at least at one of his concerts or something like that. They're going to do Poetic Justice together. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but it just seems like it would make sense. They're probably going to do that. I don't want to see that. I want to see them continue to feud. I want to continue there be a misunderstanding between them. And with Future too. Future as well. I want there to be a complete misunderstanding. And not be able to grasp fully the reason why they have such tension. So it's like a feud, tension, and or beef. So I would say a feud and tension. That's what they had. That's what Drake had with Future. Like I said, I don't like Future's... Like when he wrote Racks, okay? He wrote that. That was kind of interesting. I jammed with that song. I still jam with that song. But he doesn't have the bars I need. He doesn't have... Oh, that was a hot line. Oh, that was that was fire. I've never done that with a Future line. And then he has the singing. He's got to turn on the lights. I'm looking for... Like... But apparently he's successful. He's like the James Patterson of hip-hop. If you want to talk about writers and authors. I remember I was going to University of Delaware concerts, not going as a student, but that's the point. I was going to go to his show. He's going to be in University of Delaware. Sold out. All the students sold it out before anybody could get anything. All the students sold it out. So I just thought that was, extraordinary. I gotta respect him for his grind and his hustle, and the fact that he's made so much money, because he made the money, he produced it. He was somebody out there likes him. I'm not really impressed, but you have to give him respect. You have to give him props, depending on what he is. The history between Drake and Future. I mean, it was like, I'm old as dirt, cause I remember when. Well, I'm gonna be rocking back on my chair. I remember when. I remember when. What is it? What is it? What a Time to Be Alive? Is that what the album's called? Yeah, the mixtape. It was a mixtape. It was a commercial mixtape, and you technically not an album, but technically is. So 2 million records, 2 million units. I guess you can say. It was #1 on the Billboard charts. What a time to be alive. You and yours, versus me and mine. What up, though? From Detroit, Rich. Salute, Art Williams. Salute. If you're really serious, I'll give you my my Cash App, my Venmo, my PayPal information. You can support the machine. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much for tapping in. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button too. It's too soon for a Drake and Future album. I don't want to. It's not even too soon. It's like I don't want to see it at all. I don't want to see another album out of them together. I don't want to see another collaboration. I don't want to see that. I want to see them have, after a certain standard, after a certain time, I want them to have, hits and hits and hits against each other, and watch Future go with Kendrick Lamar, and they can, have their own kind of a way of dealing with things. So that's just me, though. I'm just stupid like that. I want to see the tension, the feud, and the misunderstanding. That's all I want to see. That's what keeps this game alive. And like I said before, Drake and Kendrick are gonna bury their hatchet. They're gonna be cool. Who's it gonna take? It's gonna take Diddy. Diddy getting out of jail, after his trial, whatever that. Then he said, "Oh, we all need to collab together." And Lil Durk, does he need to get out of jail? Oh, we need to collab together. Oh, we need to get together. Yeah. So what is that? I don't even understand how that goes. R. Williams says, "Oh yeah, we here for the yeah." Thank you. That's all I'm talking about. That's all. I'm not talking about any Israeli strikes against Iran. I'm not talking about any Nobel laureates, engaging with the press on their own, having their laurels for Nobel prizes. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about Future and Drake all day. I'm talking about them being completely feuding. That's what I'm saying. They should be feuding right now. That's the whole point of it. They should be feuding. They should be having knockout battle, hit them up, knockout battles, drag them out battles. I think that would be very good for the game. It's good for the blood system. It keeps everything, tight and strong. So I think with the fact that we have, rappers like Future, like I just don't, and that's the I understand some people's point with Drake, but he has, like I said, This is delivery. He can have 16 writers on one song, but if he can't come up with F bringing on that real ish, we done hunted to him real quick. Like, that's how far I go back. I don't know. I don't even know his new songs like that. I know his songs that used to come on the radio when I was working in 2014. That's as far as I go. And a little bit lower. I know More Life and stuff like that. And what was it called? Lover Boy and what's the other one? I have to look it up. Hold on. Honestly, Nevermind. Yeah, and Honestly, Nevermind was like, yeah, that was on point. But this guy, Drake, had 15 years of reign over the hip hop. He had hip hop in a chokehold for 15. He's the LeBron James of hip hop. That's a fact. There's no discussion. There's no debate. Drake is the LeBron James of hip hop. I guess Future kind of like Kevin Durant, maybe. I was never impressed with Kevin Durant. He's a very fundamental player. I respect that. I like the fundamental players, Tim Duncan, stuff like that. But it seems like Future kind of had that. He's like I said, he's a great songwriter. But his rapping and stuff like that. And what does he rap about? Oh, mixing a dirty Sprite and getting right. Like okay, you're talking about your dirty Sprite. That's cool. Okay, got you. I like competition. It creates artistry. Exactly. In hip hop. Exactly. Now, I do love the album and songs they've done together. Okay, at least you're being honest. King says of rap. Yeah, of rap. Yeah. Of rap. That's right. And let me see. His last one, For All the Dogs. Where did it go? What was the charts? Number 1. So, how much is certified? Didn't show how much. Doesn't show how much it was sold in the United States, but it was at Billboard 200. If he had came out an album this year, it would have been like 2 or 3. Seriously, Drake has fallen off that much. He's definitely fallen off, but he's not like worried about it. He's got $250 million, probably something like that, $250 million, just mainly off of music, which is unheard of. That's like Taylor Swift kind of style, She's got $1 billion off of music. And I'm just, stream of consciousness here, right? Taylor Swift got $1 billion. Rihanna's got $1 billion. Jay-Z's got $1 billion. Paul McCartney. They can have billions of dollars, and they won't be attacked in ads and stuff like, oh, Trump is for the billionaires and everything like that. Like, yeah, as he should be. Those are the people that's voted for him. Those are the people that have sponsored him and, advertised for him for his campaigns. Elon Musk, hello? Anybody? The richest man in the world? Are you kidding me? But I digress. We had to stay focused. Drake and Future start beefing again, or feuding again, or misunderstanding each other again. We need that. We need that bit of competition, that bit of competitive spirit within hip-hop. You already experienced it with Kendrick Lamar of late, who took your freaking head off. Drake, took it off clean. Just, you're searching for it to put it back on. You might find it, but it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And then people were saying, for all the dogs, that was mid. That wasn't even that, serious. It was pretty mid. A lot of people said it was 4.7, 53 out of 100. Not his best work. And so that kind of precipitated it, I think. I think that kind of precipitated, even though it sold, they wanted to make sure Kendrick Lamar was looking like, okay, I see you. That was pretty much mid. That was, that wasn't that great. He was pretty strong with his other showings. And this is interesting. This is a song called Sticky on Drake's album. But there's also a song with Tyler the Creator called Sticky with I think Glorilla and somebody else and Lil Wayne called Sticky. So we desperately need to have these niggas feuding. We need to have that. That's what makes this thing interesting. He said, ooh, what? He said, what about what? Whoa. Did he go there? Huh? Oh, my God. And it's like during wartime, like, the world is at war. America is like, y'all want to, y'all, hey. We just got out of 2 losses. Huge losses. And we're not about to get into nothing else. But if y'all want to get into something else, we can do it. Don't think we can't push the button. Don't think we can't push that button. But you know, we have Russia and Ukraine at war. You have Israel fighting everyone around it at war. So it's a weird thing. It's just like this. I don't know how we got through it. Like that was happening in 9/11, September 11th, 2001. Jay-Z and Nas, we didn't even like we were just looking at Ground Zero and like, damn. But then we're like, listen to the radio, like, what? You? Who? Jay-Z, Gay-Z, you know? I know you ain't talking. Like, messages so like ether, God sends across the belly, I prove you lost already. So I was just like, whoa. But that, you know what? I'm going to go back. I'll come back to Drake and Future. But I want to just say how that Ether was not really a diss track. Not a standard diss track. It was more like a school, you know, at the table, you know, in the cafeteria, and you're making beats and stuff like that, and you're rapping over the beats on the table. That was kind of Ether. He was just saying, he was talking about his DSL or D at sucking lips, and his talking about he's gay and homophobia, and Rockefeller died of AIDS, and that was the end of his chapter. I think that was that might be some deeper stuff. I did look it up to say there was a guy in the streets called Rockefeller or something like that, but I think Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Kareem Biggs Burke, they named Rockefeller after John D. Rockefeller, the richest man in history. John D. Rockefeller. David Rockefeller to be exact. But yeah, that was during the time of September 11, 2001. And we were just focused on, you know, this beef or battle or whatever. Yeah, battle, feud, and tension. It was a battle. And I think Takeover is one of the best, you know, hip-hop diss tracks ever made. He went at like 3 or 4 people at one time, focused on Nas, and said he don't want to win Hove. No! Like, ROC, we running this rap. You know, like, that was a revelation. That was extraordinary. That was great to see. Great to even experience. I remember everything that happened at that time. Because like I said, we were watching Ground Zero, you know, people, you know, picking up remains and, you know, retrieving different pieces and stuff like that. And you're just like, it was like that for a long time during the news. The news was like back to back. You know, Ground Zero, we're here at Ground Zero, they're combing through the different debris and we're going through this. And that's when America was America right there. You know, the late, great George Carlin says, does it have to take a major disaster or some kind of, you know, catastrophe for us to all to be together, to be as one? And that's what I'm saying, as they can be as one as Americans or Canadians, I guess you can say, with Drake. But he's always in America, so I don't know if he has dual citizenship. I'm assuming he does. I would think he does. How many times he goes to Atlanta, and how many times he's in Miami, how many times he's in Las Vegas, how many times he's in LA. I don't think he's in LA too much anymore, but that's a whole nother deal. But getting back to Future and Drake feud, please. Battle. Have some kind of tension between each other. That makes for greater music. Especially for Drake, who kind of fell off. We have to admit. All the Dogs, that was mid. It was mid. And it was a lot of songs, I think it was. It was like, how many songs are on this month? He had 23 songs in a For All the Dogs Scary Hours edition track listing that had 6 additional songs. And all I see is songwriters. All I see is songwriters. I don't see any just Graham. No, I don't see nothing, just Graham. It just says Aubrey Graham and a whole lot of other people writing. So we gotta have them feuding. We gotta have them fighting each other, being at each other's necks, clawing and scratching and fighting and like big cats. I'm watching that right now on PBS. Very interesting. How these cats move, how they act. You know, it seems like it's like human nature almost. It's like we revert to our animal selves in some circumstances. But that's just the nature of competition in the world. And that's what people talk about anyway. They say, "Oh, that's a cutthroat industry." What industry isn't cutthroat? Everything from modeling to Wall Street bankers, it's all cutthroat. So, because it's human beings, what do you think? What do you expect? And we have our animal, I wouldn't say instinct, because we don't have instincts anymore. We have a capacity to reason, to think, to use our minds. But that's about it. That's all we have. We don't have claws. We don't have fangs. We don't have giant muscles. We can't run fast. We're pathetic. Like Dr. Jerome Brooks says, we're pathetic animals. We're terrible. We don't measure up to a cheetah or a lion or a tiger. We just don't. It's facts. They have bigger teeth than us. They have fangs. They have claws, like I said. And they can run really fast and run up a tree too. And I think they can swim as well. So that's just facts. Crystal Corbett, because you're a female and you're not a troll, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You got to read the title. If you read the title to this show, it tells you exactly what I'm talking about. Crystal Corbett, salute to you. And if you're serious, I have my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo information available. But anyway, Future and Drake have got to feud. They've got to have a misunderstanding. They can't squash it. They can't end their misunderstanding. They can't end it. They just can't. It's not gonna look right. It's not gonna be all right. I mean, especially for Drake's career. Drake's got to be. He didn't. This is not his year, as they say. This is not his year. They both scared of other things. Uh-oh. What are these other things they are scared of? That's my terrible accent. I'm sorry. What are the things they're scared of? They're scared of. That's a terrible accent. So, just clue me in, Crystal. What are they afraid of? What are they scared of? And are you engaged, Crystal? Just wondering, just concerned, just thinking out loud. But Drake had a run. Drake had I can't think of anybody who had a run better than Drake. And like it's almost like they almost had the exact same stats and different way of looking at things. Jay-Z is Michael Jordan of hip hop because of his runs. He had eight albums of quality music in a row. Like nobody in hip hop. I'll take a year off. I'll take another year off. He had it every year from 96 to 2003. Had an album out. Then he retired, came back, he put out, let's see, Kingdom Come, American Gangster, Blueprint 3, Holy Grail and 444. 5 other albums after his retirement. Like, that's a better run than what Jordan did, you know, in his second retirement when he was with the Wizards. I think he was just trying to get his stats up to go, to be honest with you. Let me see. They both scared of other things. Drake is caught up in Diddy stuff. I didn't see that. I can't confirm nor deny that. I did not see that in any reports. If Drake was caught up in Diddy stuff. No one outbeats Nas. Okay. You're a Nas fan or fanatic or supporter or something. I can see that. Like I was just talking about earlier about the Nas and Jay-Z battle and how I think Takeover is probably better than Ether, even though Ether is a strong showing. It doesn't age well and it doesn't have the same structure. It's just mainly just like this is at his physical appearance and you know, stuff like that, and questioning his heterosexuality and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that's the real story behind the story. You know, Future and Drake must not collaborate. They have to be completely on opposites of the spectrum. Him and Pac were my favorite artists. Okay, I see where that's coming from. Pac wasn't a technical rapper. He wasn't a technical artist, but he was one of the greatest big thinkers. He was like always with the big picture, even though he didn't, you know, make similes and metaphors and multiple entendres and stuff like that. He had a voice and a vision, and it was very clear and understandable. You drank Patron with Nas before. That's pretty tight. That's pretty cool. That must have been an interesting experience. Drank Patron with Nas before. Wow. Did you eat at your soul like Ether? Godson's written across the belly. I prove you lost already. that was a moment. That definitely was a moment. That whole time period. Because it reminds me of now. It reminds me of this Kendrick Lamar thing is just, he blew the hinges off. He didn't just open the door. He didn't just knock it down. He blew the hinges off of it. Crystal says he was real. My AU. I don't know what AU is. What is AU? What do you mean? Somebody I grew up with is Nas' cousin. Okay. So you're in the New York metropolitan area? Oh, Aunt had DMX cooking for a party. That's funny. I can actually see him making some, you know, some chili or something. And serving it. Here we go. With some corn. And some beef. And some beans. Rocket power to DMX. I'm just having fun. It's Friday. Fun fact, Nas is related to Malcolm X. I didn't know that. And I can't confirm or deny that. Nah, I'm in Baltimore. Oh, yeah, in Baltimore. Okay. He made egg rolls. Okay. So he was with the egg rolls. He had the soy sauce and the mustard and the duck sauce all lined up, I'm sure, and the hot sauce. That sounds like a real true Hollywood story from Dave Chappelle or something like that. I'm going way back. That was going like over 20 years ago. Dave Chappelle, his Chappelle show. So that's how far I go back. I was coming of age during that time period. Yep. So Future and Drake, do not get in the booth. Do not get in the studio. Do not do anything together. Be on opposite sides. Even though the acclaimed journalist and one of the premier figureheads of hip hop, Elliott Wilson, said he can confirm that Drake and Future are now reconciled. I do not want to see them reconciled. I don't want to see them. I want to see them beef. I always say it's so easy to say beef. I want to see them feuding. I want to see them in the misunderstanding. That's all I want to see. Ended bottle service. Okay. No, she had him rolling them. Okay. Had to roll the egg rolls. That's what's up. That's an endearing memory of the late great DMX, Earl Simmons. Trouble man. A lot of them, greatest artists are usually troubled. That's why they go to the alcohol and drugs and stuff like that to numb away whatever pain they may be experiencing. But they're brilliant artists. Jean-Michel Basquiat, Tupac, Biggie. The list goes on. Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Amy Winehouse. It goes on and on and on and on and on. They had some issue, may not have been with the bottle, may not have been with drugs, but they're, they warranted, or not warranted, but they were involved in various spats that led to their demise in some cases. So that's the truth behind that. But Future over here in the left corner, Drake in the right corner. Let's see a good fight. Like, that's all I want to see. I want to see a good fight on the record, on the recording. I want to see all that happen. I don't want to see them kiss and make up and be buddy. I don't want to see that. I want to see them scrapping over $1 in the playground. Because that's all either is. Either is just, playground and cafeteria table, boasting and, going at somebody's his heterosexuality. And, Jay even came back with Super Ugly. I think Super Ugly, it's not the greatest diss track. I think Takeover is far better than Super Ugly. But at least it had, him saying, I skeeted on the baby seat and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, that was... And his mom even came into the battle and said, like, oh, come on, Sean, you can't talk like that. You can't say that. And she was, like, on the radio, I think, something like that. And he was like, my mom's can't save you now, or something like that. And he said that on Blueprint 2. And Nas had another track on Godson, which I knew they were going to get back together on collaboration. And they only have one song that's good, that's collaboration, that's Success. I think that was one of the best collaborations. I didn't like Black Republican. I was like, we have to get into the booth together to show people that we have something here. And, they try to do the Black Republican thing. I'm like a Black Republican, the money I got coming in, like, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel it. So that is the weird kind of understanding of all this. Well, Queens and Brooklyn, they're relatively very close. Very close. In the same metropolitan area, I would imagine. But, Future and Drake are not close. Canada and United States and Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, the surrounding areas of Atlanta, Georgia, totally different kind of scene, totally different way of life, totally different kind of people, totally different kind of mood and atmosphere. That's what it is. I just think that it would be much better if these two men did not collaborate again. Never, just kept continue to feud. Continue to feud. Continue it. Why? Why stop now? Why would you even continue to say, you know, oh, we had our differences and now we're ready to make new music and it's gonna be all good. It's like, and Kendrick's is like, you just had me on your mix. What was it, a mixtape or album? I don't even know what. Trying to think what it was. It's not even shown on here, I don't think. Let me see. It's a mixtape. What time to me alive? Feature. Discography. I Never Liked You. That's what it was. No, that's not it. That was 2022. What is it? We don't trust you, and we still don't trust you. Who is the you? But other than Drake, I would imagine. It's not confirmed. But we don't trust you, and we still don't trust you. That's Metro Boomin mainly saying it right there. But hey, it's weird because on this collaboration, and they have We Trust You tour. It's not, his name isn't even mentioned on the Wikipedia site. So, what is this? Yeah, it's Friday. I just thought this would be an interesting topic to explore. I'm glad, you know, I got my trolls. I got, you know, people that are down, you know, to truth and reality. That's always good. But on like that with Kendrick Lamar. Woo! 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 He said, what? I'm really like that. And your best worth is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Oh, I didn't even realize he said that. Ooh, that's fire flame spitting right there. Then he referenced Stephen King. He said, for all that your dogs getting buried, that's okay with all these nines. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. Woo! I know this is months old, but it's revisiting it. I'm like, golly, he was going in. But I think West Coast does have strong diss records. I think Ice Cube's No Vaseline is probably the strongest. It's probably the strongest diss record besides. I mean, it's like Hit 'Em Up was like kind of like, whoa, it's going off the rails here. It was kind of special. A little bit special. So, if you have the time, listen to What a Time to Be Alive. Listen to that album and say, like, they collaborate well. Drake's definitely got bars. Future doesn't have clear bars to me. He doesn't, like, and he just talks about the purple Sprite and, like, the dirty Sprite, and I don't know. It just didn't. It never caught me. He never really said anything. And the thing with Drake is he doesn't say anything really of substance either. He just has great flow and great, he does have good metaphors, and he is a technical rapper in a sense. Whoever wrote for him is a technical rapper. He has his moments. He has double entendres. He's got triple entendres. He's got metaphor, simile, personification, imagery, all these different elements of composition that we all strive to use in our writing. Ever since grade school, they tell you how to use this and use that in your writing. So very laid back Friday. I'm not even gonna go for another hour. I'm just gonna if we get up to 9 more people in less than 3 minutes, I'll go for another hour. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate y'all. So here's another advertiser, another sponsor. BeeJackson. B Jackson on YouTube. He's talking about fried chicken, sardines on the grill, near beer, non-alcoholic beer, and strippers. So if you like any and all of these things, make sure you check out B Jackson on YouTube. Also, go to twitch.tv/dotfocus, DOTFOCUS_. You can check him out, see what he's doing with his live feed on Call of Duty online, and see how great, see greatness in a playful way, in a gaming way. So make sure you check him out, and tell him the goofy guy SkySaunders sent you. All right, so in these waning moments, I just want to reiterate: Drake, Future, don't. Just don't. Don't collaborate. Don't rap together. Don't sing together. Don't tour together. Do none of this. Be forever feuding. Always battle. Always battle. Always battle. That is so crucial to being in hip hop. And Kendrick Lamar's got his foot on Drake's neck, this basically the whole year. When did this come out? This came out March, April, around that time. And Drake had some ho-hum responses to Kendrick Lamar that didn't have any weight to them. They were pretty mid in their own way of saying things. So I just don't want to see future collaborations with Future and Drake. I think I'm like Metro Boomin. I think Metro Boomin feels the same way. Metro Boomin's like, you know what? Why don't y'all not get together? We're good. I know this guy. He's really underhanded. He's not a stand-up guy. So that's what I think is going to happen. But I'd like to thank everybody that came through. Didn't make any money today, but accepting my views, as they continue to dwindle. But I do appreciate everybody that came in, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. Take care.